Sauce, for instance, give me a petty reason you called it off with somebody.
Okay, I wish I could find the text, but there's this guy I went on one date with, and I could say, and we'd be texting, and even before we went on the date, he would say, IKR, I know, right?
Yes.
When you're texting?
Yes.
So before he even went on the date, he would use that wrong.
Oh.
And I thought that it was kind of like a joke, and I kind of looked over it, and I tried to ignore it. And then I just realized, and I on the day I was like, you're using that wrong, right? He's like, oh yeah, I mean, I know that's what it means. But he kept using, I could say, how's your day? And he'd be like, oh, it was cool, I did this, IKR. Why are you always writing that?
What?
That's weird.
What do you think it meant?
He knew that it meant that. He's like, I don't know. I just feel like I got to throw it in there. I was like, why?
That's weird.
That's when he should have dropped
it.
it.
LOL.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just so odd. And so I just was like, I don't want to see you anymore.
That's one. Yeah, that's fair. Because then it's like, what if they text your friends and then their friends know they're also an idiot? You know what I mean?
It just he just felt like it needed more in the text, and I don't get it.
That bar's pretty high.
Thank you.
May I offer you this so real quick in Fairfax? Danielle, I think collectively we all bust out laughing when we saw your text. Your best friend broke up with her man because why?
He was an excessive high fiver.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Like, no matter what, like, even on their first date, like, we made fun of him, and I was like, this is not going to work. But he was like, oh, what do you do for a job? And she told him, he's like, awesome, high five.
Hell yeah.
Where did you grow up? Around here. Awesome, high five. And
So-
we're like, we can't take this anymore.
So is it because he was like very much golden retriever and your friend's more of a cat, or just the idea of
He
like
sounds like a kid's camp counselor.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he
Teddy,
does.
you did it.
Yeah. 100%. Like, she was like, I just felt like I was getting like a gold star anytime I told him something.
but also it's nice to have them.
It is
I'm
nice
like,
to be uplifted.
Sometimes that would be
Yeah,
Be
a
high
lot of
five.
positive reinforcement is nice, but I mean, not very sexy.
Yeah, it's he strikes me as a guy that maybe orders chicken tendies when he goes out with chocolate milk.
It also doesn't seem like it would be very genuine of a relationship if you're like, yeah, my favorite color is blue. He's like, high five.
five.
I mean, I think it's great.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
very
if he's-
weird.
Yeah.
If he's high-fiving for everything,
Yeah.
like, after some bedroom time, good game.
Good
Sure.
game.
All right.
Here's some Gatorade.
Danielle, hold on 1 second. You're in the running. Let me go in Silver Spring. Is it Ellie?
Yes.
All right, Ellie.
Hi.
So you had known this person for how long?
Maybe like 6 or 7 months or so.
Okay.
We were hanging out, but usually I would drive there, like we would meet up.
I got you.
And then one day he was like, oh, I'll pick you up. We're going to go to a bar. And I was like, okay, great, D&D. So it took him 4 times to try to back into a parking space. I was embarrassed.
Damn.
I hate that.
Damn.
Times?
Now, did he have a big
I
truck?
wanted to... No, it was like a Camry. Like,
Yeah.
it was really unserious.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, did you just get your license? Are we okay? It
That's
was embarrassing
fair.
to get out of the car.
No, that's
wow.
fair.
Even if he did have a big truck and he didn't know how to reverse it, like, don't pull in backwards
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Well,
It had a camera. You can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Makes it even
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah. Did he at least put his arm behind your seat,
Yeah,
though,
I get
Ellie?
the
And that
ick.
way, like, be romantic that way?
No.
Okay. Well,
He
that's
was
even
moving
worse.
the mirrors, like
Sure.
the rear view mirror. Like,
Oh
and
my
I was like,
yeah.
okay.
If you have to do
Okay.
all that to back
Moving
up, I don't think it's worth it.
No, at that point, you
Yeah.
just leave.
No.
Ellie, hold on 1 second. You were in the running. Yeah, at that point, my friend. If you can't get to the second try, it's no go.
Yeah.
Let me go in the Dirty Bernie. Sauce's neck of the woods. Tammy, good morning.
Good morning.
You stopped seeing the man because why?
He would drive with his left foot up on the dashboard.
Oh, no.
No matter where we went, it wasn't like a long drive.
Sure.
We would go from A to B, and he put his foot up. I'm like, that's just weird. Like, put your foot down.
Yeah,
That's just
barefoot?
he would drive up next to. Yeah, and sometimes he would take his shoe off because it was the summertime.
Okay,
Oh
that's
my
And he would take
God.
his shoe off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, and then your feet are on the dash. I'm like, that's gross.
Sure. So,
What if you get in a car
Stop hitting him.
accident?
Right?
so he was like a passenger
that's what I
princess,
thought.
basically, but driving at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is-
Did he have a truck or what did he drive?
No, it was just a regular car.
Okay.
It was,
right. Sure.
regular car. No truck, no Jeep.
Sure.
Not like cool, foot out the window.
No, I got you.
Nothing like
All right. All right, Tammy, 1 second. You're in the running. It's also a giant safety hazard.
Yeah, like
For sure.
Yeah.
You get into an
Yeah.
accident, you're going to mess up your
like
leg,
your
bro.
foot's like up, like
Yeah.
I'm pretty
doesn't seem-
flexible, but like I don't think
Agreed.
that would be very
No.
comfy.
No. In Perry Hall, Kate, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, girl. You got the ick how?
He was just a big guy, personal trainer, and we went ice skating, and he fell ice skating, grabbed my arm, and he left a bruise, completely accidental, but I was just like, the next morning, woke up, saw my arm, and was like, yeah, he's just too strong, didn't love it.
Yeah.
We need to go. It's over.
Did he fall in slow motion like a cartoon?
His skates were like moving, so it's like he's running, and then he just kept tumbling and like grabbed me for support.
Yeah, that's.
I think it's just like a reflex, though.
Yeah.
Was it his idea?
It was not wrong, but I was like, I don't love this.
For sure. Was skating his idea, Kate?
It was. So you'd think he'd be like better than he was.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair. Okay, Kate, 1 second, you're in the running. I mean, the visual is funny of a guy who's clearly physically fit and then going on the ice and then.
But you know, if it was like the holidays, like I've had so many guys on dating apps during the holidays offer to go ice skating on a first date, and I always say no just because like I don't want to witness that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's her problem. I'm not saying she did that wrong. I'm just saying I don't want to witness it because I'm like, it's awkward when someone doesn't know how to skate and then you're with them like, hey, cool, you're doing great.
They're like hanging on to the side.
Yeah.
I've never done a first date skating, and now I feel like I'm missing out because I know how to skate.
Yeah.
Like, that would probably be a
why
good
are you
thing to
missing
do.
out?
Like that'd be an easy thing for me to do and be like, oh, he's competent at
If
doing.
you took a girl on a first date ice skating and she didn't know how to skate and you were just like out there doing whatever.
I wouldn't be off doing tricks and sauce. I wouldn't be off like, hey, watch this.
If I didn't know that a man was like really good on ice skates and they took me on a first date skating and I could not skate, I'd be like, what a loser. Like, is he trying to impress me? Because I just look like an idiot over here.
No, I wouldn't leave her behind.
You could make it really romantic and like help her like keep her balance.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So,
Like, I'd be
and
more like that.
That could work in your favor.
I don't want to be touched.
I wouldn't be like, hey, honey,
That's true.
sit down and watch me skate in circles for a
Yeah,
second.
that's not what I meant. It's like, I don't want to be struggling while you're out there having fun. I'm like, this is not fun for me. Like, what is this? Like, Legends of the Hidden Temple? Like, why are you making me do this?
Wish that show picked the least coordinated kids. When they cannot get the monkey together.
They were like 8 years old.
Bro, it was 3 pieces.
I'm pretty sure they were 8 because I was waiting until I was 8 so I could apply, and then the show wasn't around.
If you don't know, it was Nickelodeon game show back in the day where these kids would run through a maze, basically.
It
And
wasn't
like,
a maze, bro. There was a temple.
oh, it's my bad. But they had put together the statue of this monkey. That was literally 3 pieces. It was the base with his feet. The middle was the chest and the head. And these kids would put it on like sideways. I'm like, they gotta be Glen Burnie students. And it's just
First of all, don't knock on AA County.
I love you, Glen Burnie. So
also, adrenaline.
Yeah,
That
that's
is.
true.
The clock was running out.
that's fair. I could have done it.
That's true.
No big deal.